striving for survival, really, like in the world right now, in a time that we're exposing ourselves to so many toxins and poisons. And now we're looking for a way to eliminate these from our bodies.
I was really happy when this type of place turned up because it's basically doesn't exist. I mean, there are a few places, but they're not entirely raw. And as far as I can tell, these guys are the real McCoy.
First of all, it's vegan. I've been vegan for a long time, so this is great for us. Like, I mean, it's very hard to find a specific place to eat.
I just really saw a need for organic, vegan food, and decided it was me that was supposed to fill it.
What we're putting in and taking out of our soil is directly related to our food and is therefore directly related with our health. So as we see an increase in artificial chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides, we're also seeing an increase in chronic and degenerative diseases.
Yes. I buy organic food because there's always the assurance that there's no pesticides, no chemicals been sprayed on it, it's not genetically modified. It's mostly about the chemicals that they spray on conventional foods that I kind of try to avoid myself and wouldn't want to give to other people. People comment, wow, everything is so fresh, because they know that I do buy things each day. I come to the store every morning and buy things fresh.
Thanks again, see you soon.
Cool, thanks Rob, you too.
I bring everybody here. I eat here 5 days a week. And if you'd open on the weekends, I'd eat here 7 days a week.
I think I was here every day last week. I was working late and I had to get my energy, and coffee was not doing it.
One of the most exciting things about serving food to people, this food to people, is seeing the changes that people are having. I've seen people shed their belly all of a sudden. I'm just months later, holy cow. I wasn't raised a vegetarian, but through my whole life there was little hints leading up to it. I grew up in a garden at my grandma's place. One of my favorite things to do when I was 4 or 5 years old, me and my cousins would count out 100 peas, and we'd try to fit them all in our mouth. And I started to realize that that's a viable way to eat, and so I committed myself to it.
Fast food culture has had a huge impact on our health as our culture as a whole. We've lost that kind of intrinsic sense of community where we don't sit and we share a meal, and how that impacts the body's ability to digest and assimilate our nutrients. And benefits of a raw food diet: it can be very cleansing. It has a lot of health and vitality in it.
When we heat food, we kill off a lot of the vitamins and enzymes and nutrients. Only time that we heat foods here at Gorilla Food is in the dehydrator. That's basically like an oven, but it's set with a thermostat and a fan with a heating element that's able to stay at a low enough temperature to maintain those nutrients and enzymes. 117 degrees Fahrenheit, around 45 degrees Celsius is where enzymes die.
Well, he makes nutritious delicious.
What I really like the most about Aaron's food is you can taste the love. And I think that's what really keeps me going back.
It makes you want to not reach out and touch them, but be able to, you can definitely have a conversation with them, yeah.
10 more like you, Aaron, and the world would be a much better place.
I think my cooking has affected my roommates in a way of they, I think, have responded in a pretty positive way to the raw foods. Raul, he's definitely become the raw food prophet. Taking it down to Mexico and LA to his family, like really trying to like promote them to be eating like fresh live foods.
Aaron really blended into this household beautifully because when he came in, he contributed so much to that community feeling and then real actions. Ever since he came to this house, I've noticed a huge difference in myself on the introduction of new raw foods, new preparation techniques, and a whole wholesome vibe.
One roommate, she's started helping out at Gorilla Food. She's a trained pastry chef, and all her latest creations have been definitely like entirely geared towards raw foods, vegan foods. I think when I first became a vegetarian, I sort of was the person who felt like just because I was doing that, everybody else should do that. But I think over time I've realized that it's really best to just live as an example, do what's best for you, and I think that people start to really see like, wow, that really maybe works.
He's key to the revolution. We need more Aarons opening up these sorts of things because he's the only source of raw organic food in Vancouver like this.
I definitely have fear for people who just consume like, you know, quote, poor food.
Have you tried the chocolate shake?
No, me personally, yeah.
Okay, well, once you try the chocolate shake, you'll understand what it's all about.